Hello, namaste, good evening. This is Ira Sahai back again with another D Life podcast series. It's not a Sunday. Usually we have podcasts on Sundays, but it's a Monday today. And I have with me, before that, I am a D Life certified metabolic health consultant, also its chief operating officer. I have with me my colleague, junior teammate, and family member, D Life, Asmita Atre, who's here with her case study and call it a success story. And we will hear it from her, uh, you know, her story and how she overcame a critical symptom or condition that she was having since long. Asmita Atre, welcome to D Life podcast, and please introduce yourself.
Thanks, Sila, for the warm welcome. Uh, Hello, everybody. I am Asmita. I am a DLife certified metabolic health consultant. Uh, I'm an engineer by education and qualification. I have been working in engineering field for 15 years of my life, and an accident brought me to the journey of learning nutrition science, and I enrolled in DLife. In fact, to tell you all, 26th April 2024 was the day I joined DLife. So I just recently completed my 1 year of being an DLife family member, and it feels great today to be associated with DLife family, my Guru Ira and Anup, both of them.
And Asmita is now certified through D Life. She's also practicing now, handling a lot of clients. She's also a member of the D Life core team. So, welcome, Asmita. Let's begin with your story. Take us back to the time when your, health complications started, and what was it exactly? How did it start? When did it start?
Yeah. It was in the year 2020. That was the COVID lockdown period. I was on a small hike with my family, and it was a terrible day, extremely hot weather. So I developed some mild sunstroke kind of conditions, and I decided to quit the hike at that point in time and decide to come back all alone. So on my way back, I fell across a small cliff and injured my leg. I just completed that entire trek just like that with the help of a hiking pole that I had. I spent about 4 to 5 hours at a stream, just all alone in a jungle. I managed to somehow come back to the car, got investigated the next day. It was a multiple fragmented fracture at my left ankle. So that car was treated just by way of cast for 21 days. After the cast was removed, I underwent a very rigorous physiotherapy sessions for 3 to 4 months, after which I could start walking without any support, like without any walker or crutches or anything like that. Uh, but what the problem was, that I had a persistent pain. So, with the help of a gym and a very good doctor there, I started going to the gym and started following all the ankle strengthening exercises. I regained all my lost strength of both my legs, but the pain did not vanish. So, having come from a family of all diabetics and lot of metabolic problems, it was my ritual every year to get my blood work done. So it was in 2022 that I got my blood analysis done, and my triglyceride levels were found to be very high, about 383. So that was the point in time that I thought that it's very recent that I have started exercising. Maybe it will take some time, because that's what the doctors advise you, that if you have high TG, start exercising. After following a very rigorous exercise schedule for entire 1 year, my triglyceride levels were found to further go up above 400. So that time I took it as an alarm, and this was in March 2024 that I was diagnosed very high triglyceride levels of 414. So that was the time that I started studying all the things by myself. My very dear friend was writing a lot of things about this. His name is Mandar, who also is a D-Life certified metabolic health uh, consultant. And reading his posts, I decided to join D-Life, did the course, started practicing low carb all by myself, got my triglyceride levels down to 188 within 1 month. which was not possible by following a very rigorous exercise schedule for the past entire 1 year. So this was in June 2024 that I had got my triglyceride levels below the lab normal range. However, having continued the studies, I finished my D-Life study uh, and course in September. But with the low carb knowledge that I had gained and having experimented all by myself on myself, my levels were normal. However, the pain did not go. So it was a very disappointing thing for me, having struggled for 4 entire years to get rid of pain and getting my metabolic issues in order. I was not able to find the solution. So finally, in month of December 2024, I decided to see that I have to consult somebody whom I trusted as my guru, and that is where Ira came in picture.
Yeah, so very interesting journey so far. But tell us, Asmita, while your cast came off and you were able to walk, you still had this persisting pain. What did doctors have to say about it? And did you take any treatments? Because as I know, you have a doctor in the family itself. So and around you. So tell us about their view and what all did you do to overcome this?
Uh, Most of the doctors, including the ones in my family, they were clueless because all the medical investigations, including MRI scan, CT scan, and ankle sonography, X-ray scans, everything showed that there was nothing in that. So it was just an inflammation that was showing. So doctors were clueless what kind of medicines should be administered. Only one doctor, another orthopedic surgeon I consulted, told me that I may have to take steroid injections, but I refused to take that because steroids have uh, many adverse effects on your body in general. So I did not want to take the steroid injection, and that's why I was basically struggling to find the right solution. So
So
basically,
how?
doctors were
Yeah,
clueless what to do
yeah.
about this condition.
And how many doctors did you consult in your journey? I mean, you were bearing this pain for years, and how many doctors did you see in this journey?
The orthopedic who got me the cast, a homeopathic doctor, she was trying to help me with swelling and the general pain perception, and Ayurvedic doctor, as well as a team of 2, 3 radiologists to get what exactly is happening with my joints there. Because as the days progressed, it was not just my left ankle, but even my right foot started paining after a while with the kind of rigorous exercise activities that I was involved in gym. And none of my blood markers actually showed what was the cause. Neither my radiological investigations showed what the cause was behind the pain.
As I understand, you also trek a lot, Asmita, and tell us in how many ways or in what ways was this pain limiting you in living a normal life?
Yeah, very good question. So, usually, I am an active person. I like exploring nature. So, in a month, typically 2 to 3 times I used to go out exploring jungles and trails and uh, various other activities in nature. So, walking for 4 to 5 hours was a very routine thing before 2020. However, after I started developing this pain, that was not possible at all. So that just restricted my uh, yeah, activity levels to home and my gym. That's all. Going in nature and doing some adventurous activities was totally at stall. So that was limiting me and that was constantly bothering me.
And you said last year, I think December, we started. You came to me. Um, you were already in D Life by that time, Asmita. You were already certified, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And you were, amongst people who were low carb practitioners and consultants and coaches and all of that. How did it, being in that community, did it improve the pain? Because you were handling it yourself now that you were certified and all of that. So, Tell us a bit about that. How did it improve or did not improve, or what were you doing once you were in D Life and certified yourself?
Yeah, as soon as I joined D Life, I started going on a therapeutic carbohydrate restriction. That's what is taught in the D Life course. However, I was not very confident of trying out, uh, or what should I say, the elimination diet kind of a thing, which actually helps in getting rid of inflammations. So that part I was missing from the experiments I did on myself, and that is where Ira's guidance came very useful, because that actually started happening after December. And to my greatest surprise, which I also call as a miracle, that I had a drastic, or I would say a very substantial improvement within just 15 days of going on her protocol. So that powerful was the advices that came from her.
Yeah, so I think let us run through the slides that you have prepared to, visually show your journey. So let's just quickly run through that. We can continue the conversation after that.
Yeah, yeah. So uh, I'm just quickly going to highlight a case study which shows reduction of 4 years of inflammation related pain in just 1.5 months, that is 1.5 months on a low carb protocol. Uh, the brief history that I spoke to you all about, how the accident happened, uh, how I struggled with it, all that story I have narrated in this blog. So let us not spend time on recapturing all those details. So that's my photo in my gym where I work out every day. You can always scan the code and read the entire blog here. So these are the quick milestones for last uh, 2 years. As I said, in March 2023, my triglycerides were diagnosed very high, 383. That was the time I had a constant feet pain particularly during evenings and after workout. That I was carrying since 2020, and every evening I used to literally mourn in pain. Uh, Without any clue how am I going to address this issue, because there was no medical diagnosis about it. In April 2024, after following a very rigorous exercise schedule at gym, along with yoga exercises once a week as well as a daily routine, my triglyceride levels were found to further go up. So the typical advice that comes from the doctors that you need to exercise to get your triglycerides down was totally not working in my case. So you can see the triglyceride levels rising. It was in April 2024 that I joined DLife.in and started studying low carb nutrition. Uh, by December 2024, I had dropped my triglyceride levels to 91, but my HDL levels were still at 38. So I had no clue how to raise my HDL levels because they were still not rising. So with lot of blind attempts at many various things I was trying out every month, it was just like titrating my blood work every month to see what is happening with it. In this entire process from March 2023 to December 2024, I had lost substantial weight. I was 61.7 that time in March, and I had got down to 52 kg in December 2024. However, the pain with my feet were constant. So two issues, HDL still very low and constant foot pain. With this background, I decided to go for further radiological investigations, which revealed that I did not have any rheumatoid arthritis or anything like that. And that was confirmed by the doctor herself and a very senior radiologist in Pune. And that was the time that I decided that I need to consult my guru, that is Ira Sahai. And I just called her. I literally cried on that call that help me with it. I want to have a proper solution for my foot pain. And She gave me a very perfect plan, I would say. Just in 2 months of time, when I retested in March 2025, my triglyceride levels were all about constant, and the HDL, which was at 38, it shot up to 53. So that was the biggest surprise that came to my knowledge, that with things that I was trying out for 8 to 9 months all by myself, I was not able to get there. So that just happened in 1.5 month to 2 months time. And my TG to HDL ratio also came to near normal. Weight was also constant. And the greatest thing for which I was doing all this, that is my foot pain, was all gone. I started following regular runs at gym, and my activity levels went up. I could do standing at my factory for 8 to 10 hours for the inspection and the things that I'm required to do at my factory. So my life just became normal. Like, I just came back to where I was in before my accident. So thanks for getting me there. And so these are the milestones basically. Uh, so this is the log of my blood markers from 2023. So you can see the table that I have maintained, how it all has happened. So you can see the triglyceride levels in May 2023, 386. Then after almost 1 year of following exercise schedule, remaining at 414, within a month of following low carb, that is therapeutic carbohydrate restriction, those levels dropped to 184. Then again in May, I did the tests again. So every month I kept testing. So this is how the log came out. Uh, Having being an engineer, I always liked analyzing and experimenting on myself. So you can see in month of July and August. In August, you see the rise in TG. So what I had done in this month is, I had added certain carbohydrates which I was not taking before, just to verify whether that really has an adverse effect or not, and it does have. So that is how it got proved here, because I got my TG levels again shot up, because I had started taking that carbohydrate, just to, verify the theory that I was learning at D-Life is actually true. So थोड़ा कीड़ा करने की जो आदत है, वो बेसिकली वहां पे ट्राई करके देखी थी. In October, so I decided that that is what I'm not supposed to do. And that is how it came down to 91. And as you can see, the HDL levels, they were all along below
Very
40.
remarkable in your triglyceride levels is, I think when you had 91 December, we had already started in December, right? I think even,
Yes.
I think November or December we started.
Yes.
So this is after you started, and this is 91, correct? And
Yes.
this is your latest number, that is 94. Your triglycerides
Right.
are 90.
Right. Right. Right.
So one can see the marked difference in 106 and 91. So this is just, maybe 1.5 months apart. But by the time Asmita had already started, and look at the numbers changing magically. And by the way, she was doing low carb since 2024. So you can see the comparative numbers there, first not doing low carb and then coming on to D-Life protocol and doing it on her own. And then when she came to me in December, we started with her, and 8/12/2024 numbers that you see is after she started with me. So I think very remarkable there. And HDL cholesterol is HDL has shot up magically from 39 to 53, and this was
Exactly.
in 1.5 months. Yeah, so you can continue. I think fabulous numbers there.
Exactly. And you can always see how the B12 levels also got very high. And this, I can definitely tell, this is purely based on the whole foods plan Ira had given me. So I was not taking any kind of B12 supplements or anything
No
like that.
supplements. Yeah. As it is, I think
Yeah.
Asmita knows it, and a lot of people know that I work with very few supplements, and even if I
Yes.
introduce them, unless it's very important, I mean the basic ones, of course, we will supplement. But
Yes.
unless it's really necessary, I've worked on severe gut issues because autoimmune cases do come with a lot of IBS, IBD, and a lot of such issues. So I worked on all of them just on diet. So I
Yeah.
do introduce supplements if needed and very basic ones, and maybe later on if it is still needed. But I do not work with supplements a lot. So
Yes.
Asmita's numbers are, and we did not supplement anything. It is purely based on the protocol that I have given her. Look at the numbers that have shot up from 723, B12 went to 1050. Fantastic number there, Asmita. Yes.
Yeah.
Go on.
So I will move to the next slide.
And by the way, vitamin, just look at vitamin D3 numbers from 25.5. She has now, after we just did the test in March, 69.1.
Yeah.
So this is fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is the TSH and all of these numbers. I think one can, stop the slide and, pause and, marvel at the numbers that Asmita has got. Yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah. So this actually feels like, some kind of a clinical trial that is just proving out right about the theory and all the knowledge that the life imparts, and that comes to me from my guru Ira as well here. Yeah. So quickly, the summary of improvements that I have seen in last 1.5 months: foot pain gone, and the 50% reduction was achieved in first 15 days of protocol. So that's incredible. I
I,
was
I remember when I had put Asmita on a protocol, and I think I think I had warned you also that this is going to come down, and you need to let me know as and when you feel the improvement. And within 15 days, when I checked with her, she said, almost 50% of my pain is gone, and I cannot believe this. And she cried on the phone. I still remember that she howled on the phone. But that was such a good news for me. So relieved and so happy that, the solution that she was looking for 4 years and walking around in pain that was making her dysfunctional, not letting her live a normal life, that was gone just within 15 days of starting the protocol. Yes, and you stepped up your training. I remember that you told me.
Yeah. So basically, in the coming year, I'm living with two dreams. That is, being able to run a 5K run sometime after monsoons, maybe, and do a Himalayan trek. So these are the two dreams for which I'm preparing. And another improvement is I'm able to manage multitasking on several fronts without fatigue. My energy levels have gone up like anything with the studies, my regular work, uh, the food that I cook in the morning as well as at night for my family, spending time with relatives, friends, lot of socializing, and lot of things that I keep doing. So I have significantly consistent levels of energy levels. I do not have any food cravings. Earlier, I used to crave for cakes and cookies at times, but nowadays, no more food cravings. And so basically, all that leads to improved levels of happiness.
Yeah, and I think in my protocol, Asmita, I give a lot of importance to mental health also. Did you see
Yeah.
any remarkable change or shift from what you were experiencing before you came to me and after you started the protocol, especially the mental clarity or uh, such things that you may have experienced? How has been the mental health?
Yeah, it's a very good point that you have raised. In fact, yes, I was quite an irritable person. Generally, if things went against my wish, I would, get agitated and I would at times yell at people. So all that has just gone. I don't get irritated at all with things going not as per how I wanted them to.
Yeah,
So,
and it's a very critical part of, as I said, my protocol, and I always make it a point. And I know, by experience by now that these are the changes that should be happening on a protocol. And as you know, I mean, as you can see the results. I mean, as I said, I do not use too many supplements unless it's like really
yeah,
critical. So B12 levels, look at the D levels, all of that have shot up, and mental clarity is something that I lay a lot of importance on, and it does change a lot of mental health. So
okay.
we are also working on people with poor mental health or depression and stuff like that, or suicidal. And this protocol has really helped them. And here is Asmita also saying the same thing. So thank you so much, Asmita. Is there any more slide to present? Yeah.
Yeah, so the doctor's diagnosis, I think I covered this part already. So, as I said, foot ultrasound performed in December 24 showed swelling at the painful feet joints. However, doctors were clueless about how to treat this condition because they were very sure that it was not arthritis or gout or anything like that. So, that was the point in time that I decided that ERA is the only solution for this problem. And today, here I am.
Yeah. So end of the slide.
Yeah, one more very interesting finding I have to share with the audience here. That's my body composition history done on InBody 770 body composition analyzer present at my gym. So you can see how the weight loss has happened, as well as the skeletal muscle mass has almost remained constant. However, the percent body fat has drastically come down from 31.7 to 25.1. So the point that I want to make here is low carb can selectively get rid of the body fat without affecting lean muscle mass. So this is
Correct.
the point that I want to make here. And you can see this is the history since March 2023 till very recently that I did, that is in April 2025. So it's a very interesting case study for me. And this all I owe to D-Life, my coach Ira, and my guru Anup as well. All
Yeah,
of them.
and this is such a such a significant data that we have on hand because you've been testing yourself regularly and body composition history as well. So I think great data there for people who want to study this academically and her turnaround as well. Let's just move on.
Yeah, in fact, I was told by my doctor at the gym that I need to step up my protein intake to get my percent body fat down. So I did that. However, my body fat did not move a lot along. Only after the carbohydrate restriction was imposed, my body fat percentages moved with the protein intake having kept almost constant to my body weight. So that myth, that the proteins are needed to improve your lean mass are not the sufficient condition in engineering language. It is necessary, but not the sufficient condition is what I can tell with certainty after this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so that brings me to the point after sharing my story that I wrote about my being a mentee of IRA in this blog. And I deliberately decided to give it a title that the strength of true healing, because that is what I experienced from her protocol. And I have documented all that she actually did for me in this blog. So you can scan the QR code and read about it.
Yeah, so Asmita is a great blogger as well, and she blogs on low carb and various metabolic, spectrums. You can go and check her out on her blog. It's very informative. And Asmita, thank you so much. And I think, coming to the end of this slide, as a D-Life certified coach also, because, you are also now certified, you're now practicing as well. What has been the learning for you from this case? That is number one. And things that you were applying on your own by yourself and to get that protocol. Because I remember that you had come back and told me this is the best internship that I have done after my college. And, I've never seen a diet protocol with such clarity that you do not need to ask any questions once you get that. So tell us about the learning from your journey also, and also from, while you were getting pushed by me and we overcame this condition.
Yeah. So as Ira said, this was the best internship that I really did after my graduation from college. I say that because the way she had deployed the protocol to me was so crystal clear that there was absolutely no room for ambiguity anywhere. So that was my first learning, that it's very important to write a very thorough and accurate meal plan without leaving any room for questions for the mentee. That was one. Secondly, how to write a meal plan which will actually lead to the satiety. That was the second learning that came. Third was, it's not important to just mention the ingredients, but provide the recipe, because people eat food, they do not eat just the ingredients. So that was my third learning from her plan. The fourth one was giving very clear instructions about what to do and what not to do, highlighting the key aspects in the plan. So that is how even the plans that I give to my mentees have, improved after I did this internship with IRA. And the last and most important is, what I learned from is making a very personalized plan that has a holistic outlook, because the healing happens from 360 degrees. It's not just fixing your blood work or fixing your one parameter. Healing happens for the entire body. So that is how the coaching has to happen, and that is how one has to talk to the mentee. So these were the most five important lessons that I learned during this internship with Hira.
Yeah, and I agree there, Asmita. I think that's why I believe in making individual diet plans. I never have the same diet plan for any two people. And I'm always wondering, when people take in too many mentees or clients, because I am very choosy, you can say, on who I coach. So investing themselves into the program is very important for me. I mean, I would not take up, somebody who's, half there, half not there. And then to always make I think, personalized plans. Whenever I post a success story, this is off topic and on a lighter note. Like yesterday, also I posted, and immediately 4 5 DMs would come to me. Fantastic, and there are no words, no adjectives for you. I think the result that we get, or I get, and you as a my teammate, as my junior, or as my probably shishya, as you say,
Yes.
because you call me my guru. The learning is that invest yourself in every case individually, every mentee individually, because they've come with a certain trust. What has stuck to person A will not stick 100% with with B. So it's very important to sit with that person in your mind to draft a plan that will work 100% for him or her. So
Yes.
I do this every time, and every time I do this, Anup is amazed, that I do not have a diet plan, for this condition or that condition. But then I also take up cases that are very, very challenging, in the sense autoimmune conditions do come with diabetes, hypertension, GERD, IBS, IBD, gut issues, all of that.
Yeah.
So it's very critical, because autoimmune has a different protocol already, and when they are overweight, when they also have diabetes, when they are have so many metabolic syndromes, then it's not kind of such a thing that that has worked for somebody else will work on them. They may have digestion issues, they may have, as I said, a lot of gut distress, or all of those conditions. So it's very important, I think, for me, and I think your learning also has been the same. Invest in the cases that you take up. Sit with your people in your mind. Imagine what they're going through, and take cases that you're passionate about. I think I have learned it from my guru, who told me to put my head down and apni line badi karo. I think we
Yeah.
all know who that is. So very, very blessed to be mentored and inspired by Anu. And I wish you all the best, Asmita. You have overcome a very critical condition that was bothering you for the last 4 years, with no medicines to help you out. No doctor could give you any solution to that. And you have overcome that on D Life protocols. Very heartening. And congratulations. I wish you all the best. May all your dreams of trekking and traveling and all of that be fulfilled. So, any last words that you would want to put in before we go?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Ira, for doing everything that you have done for me. Also, thanks Anup for building this incredible community of D-Life, and which is helping several thousands of people all across the world change their lives for good permanently. And I really fall short of words to thank Anup Shashi, Ira, Arun sir, Mandar, and the entire core team of D Life for what they are doing for the mankind.
Yeah,
Yeah, please
absolutely
listen.
dynamic community, and
Yeah.
that's what is the power of the communities, I always say. So it makes a lot of difference. People who do not have access to D-Life community, let me tell you, you're missing 99% of what
Yeah.
we are learning. So and what people are achieving. So it does make a difference. We do know that. And very blessed to be in the D-Life community. And as a team, we will always grow together with people who share the same dreams, share the same goals, and DLive will never be a place for people who are out only for themselves. So, with this note,
Yeah.
I'm wishing Asmita Atre a very, very healthy life ahead and a very bright future as a DLive certified metabolic health consultant. This is Ira Sahai signing off from DLive podcast. I'll be back again with another DLive podcast very soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.